good afternoon, good evening, good day, everybody. Welcome to the stream back in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Right in front of us, our beautiful Airbus A320neo, painted in Iberia Airlines paint scheme, sitting in Barcelona currently. Happy to have everybody here with me. Let's see who we have in chat. Looks like we have Cyver, looks like we have Sebastian. Looks like we have Sebastian on his other account. Looks like we have Ivano. Let's see who else we have here. Anybody else in the participants area? Looks like everybody else's names are hidden, but thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. And the first thing that you will notice here, Farmer comes in and says, good evening, we'll be here for a few minutes before bed. Absolutely understood, my friend. My apologies, the stream is starting late. This is just the earliest time I can start because of my day job. But welcome, everybody. And the first thing you can tell is, yes, I know, sitting here in Barcelona, that the time is not set to live time currently. I did set it back about several hours, just because I believe it's past 11:30 p.m. Barcelona time. So, you know, I don't want it to be exactly pitch black for the first departure. The second departure is absolutely fine. The first one, thought it would be nice to get some sunset views here, so we just set the time back a little bit. First leg is Barcelona to Madrid. Total flight time on this one is 55 minutes. Just have to get in the flight deck here. The only thing we need to do is calculate our performance and set our departure and our arrival and configure the overhead panel for the pushback and start, and then we will be good to go. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in the flight deck. Oops, that's not the flight deck. Always do that. Forget to take myself out of showcase to go to the cockpit view. There we go. Alright, looking good in the cockpit right now. Let's go ahead and start getting everything configured. We're going to come over here to our fly pad. First thing we're going to do is set our departure. Looks like here they want 25 right on the C9 3P departure. Hey, so I went to the last video and practiced many times, and I got better now. And I remember the start I'm trying to fly with you today. Awesome, Sebastian. Really cool. Really cool. Such a vibe with the sunset? Yes, absolutely. Yes, Sebastian, practice makes perfect, my friend. Keep doing it over and over again. Get those familiar routes with the same departures and arrivals, you know what I mean, until you really get that one nailed and down pat. And then eventually make your way up to bigger routes, flying in different countries, flying in different areas, bigger airplanes, and eventually, my friend, you'll have no problem getting any airplane up and running. I promise you that. So, let's go ahead and put our departure in. Like I said, out of Barcelona. Looks like they want us going out on 25 right on the C9 3P departure. So let's come out over here, departure 25 right. Why don't I have a 25 right? That's... interesting. Not sure what the dealio is with that. That's interesting. 25 right. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go with 24 right then. Unless they updated the name of the runway recently and was not aware of such things, just because I'm using outdated information. So we don't have that departure either. We don't have the C9 3 departure, so no worries. We'll just do a direct departure out of runway 24. Let's look. Yeah, everything else is looking okay. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we are scratching the scheduled departure runway. Congratulations with the 100 subs. Thank you, my friend. I know, I believe we're up to 108 now. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. Really, really appreciate that. Can't thank you guys enough. Looks like we're arriving on runway 32 right on the A32NX. 32 right. A32NX. Is there any transitions we need to take? The Aduxo, but I don't believe we have that as an option. Yep, not looking like that's going to be an option for us, but no big deal. We'll just select no transition there. We'll go ahead and insert that in. We should be good to go. Let's just scroll through and make sure we don't have any discontinuities. There's one that we can get rid of really quick. There we go. So that should be all set to go. The only thing we need to do now is come over here to our navigation screen here, and let's get this over to plan so we can take a look at our flight plan and just make sure that everything's looking good. So we can zoom in a little bit more. Like I said, I try to make it so you guys can see the screen there so the overlay is not blocking it. That's about as good as it's going to be able to get for now. So let's just cycle through this right here and just make sure everything is looking normal, make sure we don't have anything looking weird across our flight plan here. Looks like everything's looking good for me. There's our approach, and there's a short final, and then final. So there we go, perfect. Looking good, everybody. That should be fine for me. I'm perfectly happy with that. We'll go over here and get this back up to ARC. Next thing we need to do is calculate the performance. So let's come down here, go to our performance tab. Or I lied. Before we do the performance, we have to come over here to our initial reference page. We need to enter in our zero fuel weight and our zero fuel weight center of gravity. So to grab that, we're going to go over here to our MCDU menu. We're going to go to ATSU, AOC menu, weight and balance, and then we should see it populate right there. There it is. Our zero fuel weight is 134,377 pounds with a center of gravity, zero fuel weight center of gravity of 24.3%. So we need to enter those into our FMC, or our MCDU, as you call it. Passengers are all boarding. We have 174 on board today. That's full load for this A320neo. So let's come back over here to the initial reference page and let's get this information entered in. 134.3/24.3. There we go. We need to grab our block fuel from our OFP here. Block fuel is 11.2. You see we have 11,213 pounds on board. We need 11.2 in here as well. Now this will calculate the fuel planning for us and just make sure we don't have any messages or anything like that about anything being incorrect, which we don't. Everything is looking good to me. Now we can go over here to our performance page. We're going to set flaps to 1. Flex 2 temperature is always 35 for our flights. Let's get our V1 speed 132. This should be 133, which it is, and V2 speed of 137. That's looking perfectly fine. Barbara says, I'm going to sleep now. Have nice flights. Thank you, my friend. Hope you enjoy your sleep. Get some well-deserved rest, my friend. Thank you for popping in for just a few moments. Remember, tomorrow, everybody, our stream starts at 10 a.m. Eastern time here for me, so it's definitely a lot earlier for all of you. And we are doing our 50 subscriber long-haul flight tomorrow in a JetBlue Airbus A320neo going from London's Heathrow to New York's JFK. So that'll be a good one. That's scheduled for tomorrow, so everybody make sure they are tuning in for that one. Everything's looking good now. We have our departures and our departure and our arrival set. We have our performance calculated. The only thing we need to do now is make sure that we get our autopilot all set up over here. Just need to enter in our cruising altitude. So let's go over here and grab that. Looks like we are cruising at 290, so we're not really going up too high. So let's go over here to get 290 plugged in. There we go, looking good on that. Let's come up over to the overhead panel. Let's get our seatbelt signs on for everybody. Let them know that we are going to be getting ready to go soon. Let's go ahead and turn one of our fuel pumps on for the APU, get our APU master switch turned on, and get our APU start switch turned on as well. Let's go outside real quick and just make sure we can hear the APU starting to fire up. Yep, you can hear it start to come to life now. Excellent. We can go back in the flight deck and we can start getting ready to plan our pushback. So let's bring up our VFR map really quickly. Just make sure we're going to push back in the correct direction, making sure we are heading to the correct area. Again, runway 24 right. The flight plan had us going 25 right. I'm not sure if this is something that changed recently. Perhaps I'm running off old data, but there's 24 right over there, which is where we need to go. So we are going to push back out into our right. just look outside and make sure pushing out to our right isn't going to put us in any dangerous situations, which is not looking like it's going to. So let's plan our pushback now. Bring up our better pushback tool, or amphibious pushback tool rather. Pre-plan that pushback really quickly. And to the right. There we go. That should do it perfectly fine. Get that entered in. That's looking good now. Let's get that minimized. Let's head back inside the flight deck now that we have the APU completely fired up. We can get the external power unit off now. We no longer need that. Speaking of which, we need to tell our baggage and our power cart to step away from the airplane because we are pretty much ready to go. Hey John, how are you, my friend? Thank you for joining and thank you for viewing. Really appreciate you being here and checking out the stream and taking a look at the simulator as well. Looking absolutely gorgeous as always the simulator is. So let's go outside and just make sure that everybody is going to leave. Looks like he is taking a very odd route there underneath the jetway. That's interesting. Not sure where this power truck, hopefully he just pulls forward. But yeah, he took a really strange route there. We'll see exactly where the loader goes. Hopefully he doesn't try to fit underneath there as well. Always interesting with those drivers in the simulator for sure. Let's go ahead and check our wing views. We have just behind engine number 1 here, and we have just forward of engine number 1. Let's head over to the other side, so we will be just forward of engine number 2. We don't have anything set up for the over wing view of engine number 2. Hello, first time to stream. Is this live time and live weather? It's live weather, but it is not live time. I set it back a couple of hours just so we could see the sunset coming out of Barcelona. But by the time we land in Madrid, it should be completely dark and we should be more realistic there. I just turned it back just a little bit, like I said, so we could have a nice view of the departure. So we can have kind of like a half daylight takeoff and landing, and then a full dark actual nighttime arrival as well into Lisbon from Madrid. So we should be good to go, everybody. Everybody cleared the airplane outside, so let's get our pushback ready to go. He's going to connect to the airplane there. We're going to come up over to the overhead panel. We are going to get our fuel pumps all into the on position. That's looking good there. Everything's looking good here. Nothing weird. Beacon is on. Wing lights are on. Seatbelt signs are on. We're good to go there. Crew oxygen is all good. All of our aiders look good as well. So I think we are all set to go, everybody. We're going to start pushing back the airplane now, get the engine started, and let's get on out of here. Hope everybody is having a fantastic day as well. Happy Friday to everybody. Well, now Saturday, I'm sure, for some of you. Just wanted to bring this up as well. The last time I checked, I was sitting at 108 subscribers. If you're new here and you were enjoying the stream, please remember to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button or the like button for me on the video. And if you're enjoying the stream, please consider becoming a subscriber and turning on notifications for the channel so you'll be notified whenever we go live. I would greatly appreciate that. Current goal is to hit 150 subscribers by October the 1st. And once we do so, another celebration stream will be scheduled. And if you saw my short that was posted earlier to YouTube, you kind of got a hint as to what I'm thinking for that stream. So hopefully we can see everybody there, and hopefully we can meet that goal quickly so we can get that airplane up and onto the stream. And once we do that, the airplane will be featured heavily on the channel. So don't worry, everybody. If you know you have the airplane correctly, keep rest. That airplane will be featured on the channel heavily and very shortly. So let's go ahead. He wants us to push back now, so let's get our ignition start switch over to the right. We're going to lock the cockpit door now. We are ready to go. We're going to start engine number 2 first. We're going to come over to the engine number 2 view. We're going to release the parking brake, and let's get this bad boy fired up.
Parking brakes are released. Pushback. Start the engine. Fuel start in the sequence.
All right, engine number 2 coming alive. And I didn't set the APU bleed again, did I? Nope. Maybe one day I'll remember to do that, right? Hey Rainer, how are you, my friend? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you being here. Just pushing back from the gate now here in Barcelona, heading over to Madrid for the first leg of our journey today. 55 minutes on this flight time for the first leg, making it here just in time. Wow, the sounds are amazing. I know, isn't it crazy how good it sounds? Alright, looks like we have a good start of engine number 2. Let's pop over to engine number 1 and get her fired up. Engine number 1 coming forward to start position. Sub count has gone up so much, I know, up to 108 now. Only 42 away from our next goal of 150, of which another celebratory stream will be scheduled. I was just mentioning, if you saw my short posted earlier, you will notice, ooh, turn that down a little bit, that is a little loud, at least for my ears. Yeah, like I said, when we hit 150, if you saw my short that was posted earlier, I think you know what's coming. So it's been requested a few times on the channel, and I'm more than happy to deliver. Did a practice flight with it today, the exact same flight that I plan on doing, and everything went perfectly smooth. So plan on seeing that shortly. Oof, that startup sound though, yes, absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to tell you right now exactly what that airplane is right now. You will see when the stream gets scheduled. The faster the subscriber count comes up, the sooner you will know what airplane that was. Alright, we are looking good to go, everybody. Let's come over here. Let's get our ignition over to regular normal mode now. Let's come over to the overhead panel. We can go ahead and get our APU bleed off, and our APU master start switch can come off as well. Taxi lights can come on, and we should be good to go once we put our flaps down. So let's come over to the wing view. Let's get flaps down to position number 1. Correct on the airliner, or not the airliner, the airline, my friend. Correct on the airline. That was a Delta livery. Everybody was saying British Airways, which I could understand because of the blue engine there, but nope, that was a Delta. Alright, we are ready to go, everybody. Let's go ahead and take a look at our VFR map once more. Just plan our path here to get to the runway. This is 2-4 right here, so not a very far taxi today, so we're going to follow this all the way straight and take a left at the end. So let's go ahead and release our parking brake and get us rolling. Any news on when the PMBG 737 is coming to Xbox? I haven't heard anything official, unfortunately, Joe. You know, I'll definitely let you know if that changes or if I hear something. You know, I would expect it's probably going to be a little bit, unfortunately. You know, there's a lot of different things that they need to do to get the airplanes ready for Xbox. I mean, who knows? They might actually surprise release it to Xbox when the 800 comes out. And the 800 is due to come out any day now. They said middle of August originally on that, so the 600 was right on track with its release date. So we're going to have to see. I really hope it does come to Xbox shortly so everybody can enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get our taxi checks going now. Auto brakes are going over to max. Before we hit our turn up here, let's come to the overhead panel. Let's chime our flight attendants, let them know that we are getting ready to go. Come down here, ground spoilers will be armed. Are you getting the 800? I sure am. Once the 800 becomes available, you're rarely going to see the 700 featured anymore. Well, that's not true. That's not true. I can't abandon the 700. The 700 was the first airplane I ever flew on after all, so I'm not going to abandon it completely. How do I steer on keyboard? Not sure of the default bindings for that, to be completely honest. I think it is with the numpad, if I'm not mistaken. Might be wrong, though. But what I would do is if you go to your control settings, Carson, you can actually set your key bindings. And what I used to like to do is on the numpad, I always used to, this goes back to the old FSX days, is I used to use numpad number 0 to nose wheel access left, and the enter key on the numpad would be nose wheel access to the right. Can you play it on iOS? I don't believe so, no. But there are plenty of flight simulation options available for iOS and Samsung devices, like Real Flight Simulator and Infinite Flight, so I would definitely check those out. Let's get our takeoff configuration set. We didn't get any bells or whistles or anything like that. Everything is looking normal. We're going to do a classic turn and burn departure, everybody. So as soon as we turn left onto our runway up here, we're going to apply 40% power and get on and up out of Barcelona, heading to Madrid for the first leg of our journey. Looking good. Sunset is looking great. Bought the boat mod? Oh, cool. Yeah, I've seen that floating around. You know, there's a couple of things I was thinking about getting. You know, the boat mod definitely looks cool. There's drivable cars now. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So, you know, we can have a lot of fun with that kind of stuff in the future once I kind of figure the stream out more, and once we get a little bit farther down the road with my practice on the actual airplanes that I fly during the stream. Where can you get the game? You can get this on the Microsoft Store on both Xbox and PC, or you can grab it on Steam if you're on PC. Is this Barcelona El Prat? Yes it is, Rhino. Yes it is. Hi NASCAR driver, nice to see you. Thank you, my friend, for joining. Really, really appreciate it. Just in time for departure. This is our runway just up here in front of us. We're going to come up to the overhead panel. Let's get our landing lights into the on position. Let's get our nose lights into takeoff, and let's get our strobes on. We should be ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, this is going to be a turn and burn. Your dad is going there in 2 weeks? Awesome. What a perfect coincidence. Although we will not be landing here, we are just departing. But he will be, I imagine, departing from the same airport on his way back from wherever he is going to Barcelona for. Alright, everybody. We are all set for departure. Like I said, classic turn and burn. Everybody enjoy the beautiful sounds of this A320 on our departure out of Barcelona for Madrid. Oh my god, we went way too far. Oh, no, I don't know what that thing is doing there. Our runway marker is. But anyways, power coming up to 40%. Alright, into flex power. Enjoy, everyone. V1 and rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. What a beautiful departure. We have a straight out departure today. No need for any turns. I'm just going to get us up to our thrust reduction altitude here. levers coming into climb. Let's get our nose down. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and throw on autopilot now. Oh yeah, there's aircraft carriers, my friend. Wait, what's going on here? Something's not right. Why are we climbing at such a high rate like that? That was a little weird. Let's try that again. Though everything seems to be normal now, let's get ourselves into standard altitude mode as well. There we go. You see that? We were pitching up extremely hard there. Luckily, I noticed that. Alright, flaps are coming clean. Alright, what a beautiful departure out of Barcelona, heading to Madrid, everybody. Absolutely beautiful. Total flight time is about 55 minutes, as I mentioned. Now that we just departed, I'm going to throw this up there as usual, asking everybody, if you are new here and you are enjoying the content in the stream, please consider hitting that like button for us, as well as subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications so you'll be notified whenever I go live. We would all greatly appreciate it. We're sitting at 108 subscribers according to the last time I checked. I will double check in just a few moments. I would greatly appreciate it for any subscription and any like that anybody could give. Thank you so much to everybody who have subscribed so far. Really means a lot to me. Thank you so much, everybody. Much love to you all. Wouldn't be surprised if they released the 800 and Cinema 10 in the same day. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You know, I'm thinking that the PMDG 737 coming to Xbox is going to be a surprise type thing. They did that with the 600. You know, they kind of gave us an idea of when it was going to launch, but I don't think they really gave us any warning of like, hey guys, it's releasing next week. You know, it's releasing in a few days. At least from what I saw, it just looks like they kind of just popped it out there into the marketplace. So maybe it'll be the same thing with the 800. Let's hope so. Alright, let's pop back into our flight deck here and just make sure that everything is looking good. 10,000 feet, we're going to come back over to our overhead panel. Get our landing lights both off. Get our taxi lights off as well. Looking really good, everybody. Let's go ahead and look at our FMC. 259 miles to go until we arrive in Madrid. Looks like we are due to arrive there at 20:06 Zulu time, and that's in 48 minutes, 47 minutes exactly. Just checked, we are sitting at 109 subscribers now. Thank you for all the subscriptions, everybody. Really means a lot to me. This channel is growing by leaps and bounds. Absolutely fantastic. While we're climbing out, I just want to go ahead and mention as well that tomorrow is our new subscriber special going live 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Not sure the time zone for everybody else. However, 10 a.m. Eastern time, heading from London's Heathrow to New York's JFK in a JetBlue Airbus A320neo. It is a real-world operation. They do run flights in A320s, even though I believe they are XLRs that they use, but the neo should work perfectly fine. That view, yes, all the views are just absolutely phenomenal in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The sunset just looks absolutely beautiful as well, especially as we climb. Remember, after Madrid, we are heading to Lisbon. Heading to Portugal after this. That one's got a flight time of 58 minutes as well. I am from the United States, my friend. Heading back into flight deck here just to make sure everything's looking good. Hopped onto our McDo. Everything's looking fine there. Not getting any alerts or anything like that. Everything looking absolutely fantastic. It is getting dark, though. It is getting dark. Let's look outside. Turn down the in-game volume so we don't make everybody go deaf here. Why are our logo lights not on? Did I do something wrong? Logo lights. Where are you, logo lights? They should be on. Not sure why they're not showing. We'll get some music on as well, now that we are above 18,000 feet. Let's get some tunes on for everybody. What type of controls do I use? So, right now I'm using the Thrustmaster Airbus TCA Captain Pack. So it's got the speed brake lever, the flap lever, parking brake, rudder trim, auto brakes, everything that you would need, along with the 2 throttle levers. And then I have, of course, the Airbus side stick as well. Looks like I'll be watching your stream of my Cleveland Browns tonight. I know football is back, Joe. Isn't it incredible? Absolutely excited. You know, the game I was interested in watching happened yesterday. I watched the Patriots and the Giants. Given that I am from the New England area, Patriots are one of my teams. Unfortunately, they lost to the Giants, but that's okay. I see a NASCAR driver there in our chat does have another game I'm looking forward to, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Obviously, just because being a lifelong Patriots fan, I am, of course, a lifelong Tom Brady fan. So wherever he goes, I will follow, and you can judge me for that if you want. But really looking forward to the NFL season this year. Been waiting for it. It always stinks when football goes away, but already it's coming back up. Coming back up very quickly. Super Bowl picks, I am going Buffalo Bills and Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Joe. Those are my picks. Right now, at least. That's what I'm thinking. They are the top 2 in the power rankings to win the Super Bowl, so we'll see. Look at that sunset, looking absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to see the views going into Madrid. It should be pretty spectacular. Hoping so, at least. Remember, everybody, I am streaming every day this weekend, Friday, today, Saturday, and Sunday. Like I said, Saturday is our 50 subscribers celebratory stream in the JetBlue Airbus A320neo, and Sunday takes us in a Norwegian Air Boeing 737-700, and we are going from Amsterdam to Copenhagen, Copenhagen to Stockholm. That is tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Sunday, rather. Who are your Super Bowl picks, Joe? Like I said, I put that short up on YouTube earlier with the airplane that is going to be featured in the next scheduled 150 subscriber celebration. That is going to be a good one. Going to get a few more practice rounds in with that one. It is an airplane I have quite a good amount of experience in, so it should be looking good. Sounds like we just reached our cruising altitude, so sorry to do this. I'm going to hop back into the flight deck quickly. Yep, 29,000 feet on the cruising altitude. Let's head over to our McDo, 203 nautical miles to go. Let's go over here to our fly pad. We're going to get our calculations going for our top of descent. There we go, 29,000 feet. Let's go over to our McDo and find out exactly which altitude they want us on for the ILS. Looks like 5,000 is where we're going to end up going down to. So let's go back over here to our fly pad. Let's get 5,000 entered in. 75 nautical miles before the target. We're going to go based on vertical speed of 2,000 feet per minute. So 78 nautical miles before target is when we're going to start descending. I'm going to bump that up to about 85, 88. Like I said, always just to give us a little bit of extra wiggle room, just in case we mess something up at some point or another. Am I a pilot in real life? I am not. Wish I was. Wish I was. But you know what? I just heard that a few airlines, I think American Airlines has just started a new like sponsored flight program type deal where they'll pay for your training, but you unfortunately have to pay it back. And I'm just not going to do that to myself. I can't afford to do that, but unfortunately, you know, it is what it is. Bills and Chiefs. All right. Okay. We'll see with the Chiefs. They were a pretty strong team last year. They started off a little rocky. See if Patrick Mahomes can pull it off again. But another team might come out of nowhere and surprise you, just like Cincinnati did last year. Almost won it, too. I definitely think LA will be another threat. You can't count Green Bay out as well. Aaron Rodgers is due for another Super Bowl. He's come so close how many times? And he hasn't gotten it yet to number 2. Always loses out in the championship game. Well, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. As always, really appreciate every single one of you watching every stream. The channel is growing by leaps and bounds, more and more every single stream, and I greatly appreciate every single one of you. Just wanted to let all of you know. I'll never forget any of you. Thank you so much, everybody. Much love to you all. Thank you for all the subscriptions and all the likes. Really means the world to me. Let's get this channel growing. Let's keep it growing more and more. Let's make some more friends in the live chat, and let's really take this thing to the moon. What is my favorite airline? I get asked that question quite often. I'm not going to go based off of service or anything like that. There's not very many airlines I've had the pleasure of riding on in real life. I've only ever flown on Frontier and Southwest Airlines. If I had to pick a favorite airline, I would say it would probably be... I'm going to go based off of their airplanes and the paint schemes, unfortunately, so I'm going to go with Frontier Airlines as being my favorite, just because they have animals painted on their airplanes, and I love animals, so, I really love their paint schemes with all of their animals that they feature. Really, really cool stuff. Then again, there's a lot of other airlines as well that are really great. I'm a big fan of Emirates, Etihad, Qatar, British Airways. Enter destination data. Time to do that. Let's go over here to our performance page. Get over to our destination information. Come over here to the fly pad. And let's grab our destination information. We have 29.97 for air pressure and 30 degrees Celsius. So 29.97. Go ahead and populate 30 degrees for the temperature as well, and then we need our winds. Winds looks like they're coming in from a heading of 10 degrees at 3 knots. Alright, looking good there. That is all entered in for us. We have an approach speed of 133, landing speed of 128. What's my specs? Check the description, my friend. Or I'll just tell you right now. Currently my specs are, I have a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 Ti, 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, and an Intel i7 1200KF processor, running on Windows 11. I have a 31-inch MSI Optics curved gaming monitor running at 144 Hz with 1 millisecond of response time. Just gonna pop this up here like I always do, everybody. Just want to remind everyone, if you like this stream, please go ahead and hit the like button for me. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you're new here and you are enjoying the stream, please consider hitting the subscribe button and turning on notifications for the channel. We would all greatly appreciate it. All the crew members, as you can see in the green box there, you are all crew members to me. That's what I like to label that. Crew members on the airplane with me. So thank you so much for everyone that has subscribed so far. Really, really greatly appreciate it. Much love to all of you. Thank you again. Let's jump back into the flight deck here because we are getting close to our top of our descent. It's at 150 nautical miles, so we got about 70 nautical miles to go. So we can jump back in and absorb the beautiful wing views of Spain below us. Heading to Madrid on this first leg, everybody. Graphics cards are going down in price. Yes, they are. Now is the time to upgrade, everyone. If you're considering upgrading, I would do it now. I will not be upgrading though. My card should last me a while. Like I said, it's newer. I've only had this PC set up for about 4 months now, 3.5, 4 months, so should last me quite a long time. I know I need to upgrade the RAM, and that is coming hopefully in the next month or so. I'll get another 16 gigabytes of RAM in there. Even at 16 gigabytes currently as it sits, the stream doesn't stutter or anything like that. The simulator still looks great, and the computer has no problem handling it. I just want to get a little bit more RAM in there just for load times, because I know sometimes the scenery takes a little bit to load in, and the buildings can look a little jagged sometimes and straight up like points, like a really skinny pyramid. Getting better RAM and faster RAM and more RAM will help alleviate that, as far as I've read. If you know how to alleviate the pointy buildings from a distance, please let me know, and I will take any consideration into effect and try to make it so that doesn't happen anymore. Not like it really bothers me, but you know, if you're a little bit OCD and you kind of like everything being perfect, you know, I don't really like on the stream as well sometimes when I'm coming over a city and it just looks like a bunch of pointy tips. Look at the moon. Oh my gosh. That is a screenshot. Thank you. That is a very beautiful moon. Oh my goodness. I want to get into PC gaming, but I'm nervous. I don't really know that much about PC building or how to fix them if it breaks down. So buy a pre-build, Joe. Buy a pre-build, get a nice warranty on it. That's what I would do. It's what I did. I didn't build this one. I really don't know anything about it either, especially building them. You know, I know what good specs are and how RAM works and how graphics cards work and everything like that, and, you know, processor speeds. But when it comes to building them, like you said, I have zero experience with it. You know, I didn't even want to take a chance of trying to do it myself and messing something up. I'm confident that I can install more RAM. That's really not that difficult. I just pop right into place on the motherboard. But everything else, you know, I'm not really too familiar with, you know, BIOS or anything like that. You know, I would suggest pre-build, especially if you're nervous about building it. Or, you know, if you're going to build it, I would just do a lot of research. There's plenty of tutorials out there on YouTube. Google can be your best friend as well. I'm sure there's plenty of tips and tricks on building a PC for the first time, and I'm sure there's step-by-step tutorials on how to build them, regardless of the size of your motherboard, graphics card, you know, all the components that go inside. I'm sure you can find a really good tutorial that'll teach you how to build it properly. Anybody have any good plans this weekend? Anybody got anything going on? I'm sure Joe's going to be watching football, as I will myself. After the streams, of course. Alright, get ready to descend in about 10 nautical miles here, so we're going to stay in the cockpit for now until we are ready to start the descent. Boat trip and watching your stream, of course, awesome. Love a good little afternoon on a boat. Nothing wrong with that. Let's get 5,000 feet plugged in to our altitude selector there. At about 85 nautical miles from Madrid, we will start our descent. Alright, there we go. Let's come over here. Let's pop this into selected altitude mode. Pop it out there. Same thing with our vertical speed. Let's get this down to 2,000 feet per minute. We're going to do the same thing on our speed as well. Let's get this down to 240 knots. Have I ever been to Europe? I have not. Maybe one day. 69 nautical miles to go. Teehee. A 32 knot headwind right now. Holy boy. Should be a pretty basic arrival into Madrid, nothing too fancy. Once we descend below 18,000 feet, the music will be coming off as always. Better be a butter landing. Only mayonnaise around here, my friend. Nothing's ever guaranteed. "54 nautical miles to go. There are speed brakes up just a tad to help slow us down. Music is coming off now. Nice smooth air as well coming into Madrid. No bumps, no turbulence, clear skies as well. See if we can get our METAR data up for Madrid. Looks like Madrid looks like we're sitting at 29 degrees Celsius, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Altimeter is 299.7, as we knew before. Winds are coming in from a heading of 10 degrees at 3 knots. Visibility is 5 miles or 8 kilometers. Clear skies below 12,000 feet above ground level, and no significant weather observed at this time. So absolutely beautiful, should be stellar. take ourselves out of standard mode now. Be there in about another 10 minutes, everybody. 10 minutes. We will wheels on the ground. Alright, just about to pass through 10,000 feet. Let's get our landing lights into the on position. Nose wheel comes into takeoff as well. Hoping for a butter, everybody here. Pray for the butter. Going to try my hardest, I promise. Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to get our auto brakes over here set to medium. We're going to come down here. Our spoilers are currently in use, so we can't arm them just yet, but we will in a little while. Let's notify the cabin that we are landing soon. Oh no. Oh, ooh. The game started quite a little bit there. I thought it was going to crash. I was going to be so sad. Oh my god, my heart. That would have been so upsetting. Let me tell you. Flaps coming to 1. Get approach mode on now. The airport. Madrid. Forget the exact name of it off the top of my head. My apologies. got it. That is correct, Erica. My apologies. Terrible with names. Airport names.
2,500.
I can just never remember them. Runways are in sight out there, though, off to our right. Flaps coming to 2 plus F. Everybody enjoy the arrival into Madrid. Thank you all for watching. Just going to throw this up one more time before we land. If you are enjoying the stream, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel, as well as turning on notifications so you'll be notified whenever I go live. Would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, as always, to everybody who has subscribed so far. Means the world to me, means more than you will ever know. Thank you everybody so much again. Really, really appreciate it. Enjoy the arrival into Madrid. Alright, let's start our replay recording.
2,500. 2,500.
Flaps going to 3.
2,500. 2,500.
Alright, we get it. 2,500. Gear will come down at 5 miles. 2.5 nautical miles to go. Oh boy, getting bumped around a little bit there. Alright, gears coming down. Flaps full. Thousand feet will go into my control. Get the sounds up nice and loud for everybody. Mayonnaise, not cream cheese. You got it, Rhino. Although if there is cream cheese, that's still tasty too. Alright, enjoy the arrival, everybody.
$1,000.
My control. Got a little bit off center line there.
$500.
little low.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Alright, not a bad one, not a bad one. Let's roll forward here. Got misaligned with the runway a little bit, but we saved it. Mayo, absolutely. Our turnoff is all the way up there. You can see our green lights for the turnoff point. Mayo. Real mayonnaise, too, not that light crap. What's the next leg? We're going to Madrid right now. Madrid. Not Madrid. I lied. Lisbon. Alright, we're going to hold short just up here, and we will begin the replay. Pull up to our hold short marker right here. Alright, put our parking brake on. Let's get our replay situated and ready to go. Get this a little bit farther forward. Alright, we'll do this view first, everybody. Enjoy. Nice, I've been there. After that, can you go to Faro? That will be the last leg of the stream, but we will add that to the list, my friend. Don't worry. This was another request as well. At least the airline was. Iberia was a request. Look at that highway right there with all the cars. So cool. Look at the lights on the ground from the cars. And the different cars going faster than each other. That's just mind-blowing to me. As mentioned, if you're new here, the fly-by-wire A320 does not play back control surface movements, which includes ailerons and ground spoilers and speed brakes, as well as reversed thrust. It will not animate that during replays, just in case you're wondering. Okay, good view of that first one there. We can pause that, back her up just a little bit, get another view of that landing for us coming from the other side here. Oops. Alright everybody, that's going to do it on the replays for this first landing. Go ahead and stop that. Let's get us boosted all the way forward here. Hit stop. Get back to the flight deck. Come up above. None of this is going to work, unfortunately, like it normally does afterwards. So that's unfortunate. But we'll go ahead and we'll put our spoilers up, release our parking brake, and let's get us over to our gate. We're just going to take one of the ones right in front of us there. Hope everybody enjoyed that first leg and that first landing. Next we go to Lisbon, everybody, going to Portugal. I see an Iberia, a couple of Iberias there in front of us. It's probably where we are going to go. Hello, sister. Thank you for joining, Kelly, as always. Damn, looks like I just missed the landing. You did, but don't worry, there is another coming right up. We take this first one right here. Looks like the jetways are off, which is interesting. So we're going to park just to the right. Don't mind us, everyone. Alright, parking brakes going to become engaged. We come down here. We're going to get our engines into the off position. See if our jetway will connect from here. We parked on the opposite side, and it won't. I guess I could have fit right there, but that fuel, that little truck right there is why I pulled off to the right, but no big deal regardless, because you know what we can get. Let's get the stairs connected to the airplane, let's get the external power unit hooked up, and let's get the baggage cars hooked up and ready to go. Let's get back inside the flight deck here. We will come up to our overhead panel, get our fuel pumps turned off, and we will get our landing lights, taxi lights can come off as well. Perfect. Strobe lights are off. Fantastic. Wing lights can stay on. Alright, absolutely beautiful, everybody. Welcome to Madrid. Next stop, Lisbon. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Be Right Back screen up very quickly for our next leg to Lisbon. Thank you everybody for joining me on our first leg there. Just going to restart the simulator and get us going for our second leg over to Lisbon, Portugal. Bear with me just a few moments, everybody. I will be right back with you. Thank you very much. Talk to you in a few minutes. Okay everybody, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Here we go on our second leg, everybody, going from Adolfo Suarez Madrid Barajas Airport. We are heading over to Humberto Delgado Airport, aka known as Lisbon Portela Airport in Lisbon, Portugal. Here we go everybody, second and final leg of the journey. Let's get up and going and ready to go. The airplane is already still pre-configured from when we shut down last, so all we gotta do is hop back inside, select our departure, select our arrival, configure the performance tab, our weights and balances, and then get the overhead panel situated and ready for pushback. So without further ado, let's jump inside the flight deck and get everything going here. We'll start off with our departure and our arrival. Looks like here out of Madrid, looks like we are going out of 36 left on the CCS 4L departure. So 36 left. There we go, there's 36 left. what was that again? The CC4L. We have a 5L, not a 4L. And I'm thinking that's probably because we have outdated information here, but that is no big deal. We'll go ahead and insert that. That's looking good. Let's get our arrival entered for Lisbon now as well. Let's come over here. It looks like we are arriving runway 3 in Lisbon on the Exxon 8A arrival. We don't have a runway 3. Looks like I need to update our information a little bit, so we'll take runway 2. Is that arrival an option? Exxon 9A, there it is, perfect. Insert that in there, looking good. Let's go to our flight plan, make sure we don't have any discontinuities, which we do. We have one right there. Clear that out. Oops, just cleared out the wrong one. My bad. Should be perfectly fine though. Check our plan on the plan page here. Just make sure everything is looking good. Scroll through each and every single one of these waypoints here. Here's our departure. Departure looks good. And so does our arrival. Okay, I'm happy with that. Everything is looking good. We don't have any further discontinuities. Let's get this back over to ARC. Now let's focus on our performance. Before we do that, we just need to get our zero fuel weight and our zero fuel weight center of gravity pulled from our MCDU here. So let's go over here to ATSU, back over to OAC, back to weight and balance. We have another full flight today, 174 passengers. 134,377 pounds on the zero fuel weight there, and 24.3 once again on the center of gravity. So let's come back over here to our initial reference page and let's get that information entered in. 134,000.3 pounds slash 24.3% on the center of gravity. Let's come over to our fly pad here. Let's grab our block fuel from our OFP. Our block fuel is 12,524 pounds. So it's going to be 12.5 on the block fuel. Let that calculate and let it do its thing. There we go, looking good. Let's go over here to our performance now. We're going to do flaps 1 for takeoff as always. Flex 2 temp will be 35. And rotate speeds looking at 133. V1 speed rather, rotate speed is 134, and our V2 speed is 138. Alright, that's looking really swell. What else do we have to do here? Let's get our autopilot configured. We're cruising at 37,000 for this one, much higher than the last of only 29, so let's get this up to 37,000 feet. Looking good there. Let's go over to our overhead panel. Let's get a fuel pump turned on, get our APU master start switch on, get her started up, turn on our APU bleed now as well, seeming as I always seem to forget that. We will get our seatbelt signs on as well. Let's come over to the exterior of the airplane again, and let's have our baggage cars step away from the airplane, and we will wait for our APU to start before we tell the external power cart to move out of the way. Let's go ahead and locate runway 36 left for us so we can plan our pushback. Runway 36 left should be behind us and to our left. Should be this one right here. Yep, okay, that's going to be a really easy pushback. We will push back out to our right, taxi out straight, take our first left, follow it right down here and right to 36 left, looking nice and easy. Our APU is all started up now, so we can come over here as well and tell our power car to take a hike, and let's plan our pushback to go out and to the right in Madrid. There we go, that's all planned and ready to go. Looking very good, everybody. Let's check outside and make sure everybody has cleared the airplane, which they have. So I think we are ready to go, everyone. Let's request our pushback and let's get on out of here. Let's turn the rest of our fuel pumps on as well. Get our external power bus off. We are ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll just wait for our pushback tug to connect to the airplane. We're going to come down here. We are going to get our ignition switch over to ignition and start. Wait for him to give us the okay and give us our clearance for start and push, and let's get on out of Madrid, heading over to Lisbon, Portugal for the second and final leg of our journey. Total flight time on this one's looking like 1 hour and 2 minutes. Alright, you heard the man, cleared for push start. Let's go over here out to engine number 2. Let's release our parking brake and move engine starter switch 2 into the on position as soon as we start rolling. Alright, sounds like we have a good start of engine number 2. Let's head over to engine number 1 side of things. Engine number 1 start switch coming into the on position. Alright, sounds like we have a good start of engine number 1. Let's pop back here into the flight deck. The view from the wing of the moon is so good. I know, isn't it absolutely amazing? Looks absolutely fantastic as always. Just going to pop this up here before we continue any farther, everyone. If you wouldn't mind, please, if you are enjoying this stream, please go ahead and hit the like button. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications. I would greatly appreciate it, along with all of our crew members so far. I'm sure they'd greatly appreciate it as well. Come and join us every weekend on our adventures across the world in our lovely airplanes here at Microsoft Flight Simulator. Can't wait to see everybody in future streams. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed so far. Really, really greatly appreciate it. We have a 150 subscriber goal by October the 1st. When we hit that goal, we will be streaming a long haul on a very special airplane. I released a short this afternoon on YouTube, giving a sneak preview of what that airplane is, and I think a lot of you know what it is already, so keep a lookout for that coming shortly once we hit our goal. Alright, let's continue on to the cockpit. Let's go ahead to the overhead panel. We can get our APU bleed off now and our APU master start switch off. Taxi lights can go on as well. That's everything good for our overhead. Let's come down here. Let's get our ignition start switch back over to normal. Everything's looking good there. Let's go ahead and do our taxi checklist now as well. So we're going to get our auto brakes over to maximum. Let's come down here. Let's get our speed brakes armed as well. Cockpit door is locked. Only thing we need to do now is get our flaps down to position 1. So let's come over to the wing view here. Flaps coming to position 1. Alright everybody, flaps to position 1. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. Releasing the brakes, giving a little bit of power to get us moving. There we go, rolling forward nicely now. Like I said, we are going to taxi straight ahead here and take our first left right here, and then another right, and then another, or take our first left here, and then a right. And there we go, classic fuel truck cutting us off. Somebody revoked this man's license. Look at that, he's going to stop right there too. Just absolutely fantastic. Smash, there we go, major accident at Madrid. Unbelievable. We're just going to follow this straight right here. We have another vehicle right in front of us, man. What is going on with this? Looks like he's actually going to turn, though, and get out of our way. Unlike the other fella. Alright, let's go over to the overhead panel. Let's call our cabin and let them know that we are about to get ready to go. We will come down here as well and test our takeoff configuration. It's looking normal, perfect. We are going to hold short on the runway for this one before we officially depart. Again, look at the moon. Always there. Dating site bots are back. Alright, here we go. Lining up on the runway, we will hold short momentarily while I get the sex trafficking robot out of my chat really quickly. Alright, holding short here. Hold on, let me get rid of this. Okay, there we go. Gotten that out of here now. Sorry about that, everybody. Had a good run of not having that happen for a while. Landing lights coming on, nose lights coming into takeoff position, strobe lights coming on as well. Wing lights are also going to come on. Alright, everybody, let's get out of Madrid, or not, yeah, let's get out of Madrid for Lisbon, everybody. Releasing our parking brakes, power coming up to 40%. Alright, engines are stabilized and into flex. Airspeed's alive. Knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Departure there. Start our right-hand turn here to get on course. Levers coming into climb power. Lowering the nose. Flaps coming clean. Autopilot is coming up. Alright, hope everybody enjoyed that departure out of Madrid for Lisbon. Up and away we go, ladies and gentlemen. Just took a look, we are up to 112 subscribers. Absolutely fantastic, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and update this. We've gained 4 subscribers today since the stream has started. Thank you, everybody who subscribed today. And thank you to everybody who has subscribed overall. Really, really thank you so much. Words can't express how much I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much, everybody. Have that updated. 112 subscribers now. Thank you, everyone. On our way out of Madrid, heading for Lisbon, Portugal. Sorry, just playing with the time there. Like I said, we are running a few hours behind. Just for the convenience of having that sunset departure. Let's jump back into the cockpit. It's time to get our landing lights off. Same thing with our nose lights. Those are coming off as well. Coming over here, let's get ourselves into standard altitude mode. There we go. True love is always there. I know. I know. They're back. Only the first time of this stream, though. Where's Farmer when we need him? How does everybody feel? Music or no music? Let me know in the chat. Music or no music? Actually, I have an idea. Let that poll for the music go for a couple of moments here. Let everybody have a chance to vote. Alright, I'm going to end the poll. Looks like we are going with music, everybody. Thank you for the one voter that we had. Alright, let's jump in the flight deck and just make sure that we don't have any bells or whistles going on. Make sure we don't have any alarms, which is not looking like we do. Looks like we're about to fly over some nice mountain scenery in a short amount of time. Just passing through 28,000 feet on our way up to 37,000. Alright, still looking good. I'm gonna have to ask everybody to excuse me for just a moment. I need to use the restroom. So I am going to throw this little message on screen right quickly. I will be right back, everybody. Just using the restroom. Okay, I have returned. Be there in about 36 minutes, everybody. 36 minutes. Let's get our top-up descent ready to go as well. Let's see what altitude we need to be at. Looking like 4,000. There we go, 98 nautical miles before we reach Lisbon. We need to start our descent. Moonlight lighting up the sky for us. Look at that. Boy, we have a heck of a headwind, huh? Yeah, yes we do. 58 knots. That is increasing our estimated time of arrival. Now it looks like it has us still 36 minutes. 35 minutes. Darn you, headwind. Yeah, Ronnie, you referring to the sex robots? Yes, they are back in the chat, but I got rid of them this time. Fortunately, that's the only one so far. Good. Yes, I did as well. Report the sex robots whenever they come in, please. Well, I hope everybody's having a great Friday evening. I know for most of the viewers that joined early on, I know it's getting very late at night for you guys. Just like the long haul stream, when we went to about 7:45 like this, you guys were telling me it was around 1 a.m. for you. But it is the weekend now, and I scheduled the long haul stream for Saturday on purpose, just so everybody all around the world can enjoy the stream, seeming as it's a nice start time. 10 a.m. should be about 4:30, 5 o'clock-ish, give or take, around the Europe area. Let's check our top of descent. 101 nautical miles, so we'll go about 110 nautical miles is what we are going to select for ourselves. Go ahead and check our weather as well. Alright, looks like we have 19 degrees Celsius or 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind is coming in from the north-northwest at 14 miles per hour or 12 knots. Visibility is 6 or more miles. Looks like our cloud ceiling is at 12,000 feet above the ground level, and there's only few clouds at 1,200 feet. No significant weather observed at this time, so it should be an absolutely beautiful arrival into Lisbon. Enter destination data. That time already, huh? Here we go. There's our destination data. Let's go over here. Let's grab our QNH, which is 29.94, and winds are coming in 330 at 12. Here's our temperature, 19. Oops. And winds are 330 at 12. Alright, that's looking good. Should be landing in another 23 minutes or so. Let's get a look at our flight deck again, just make sure. 145 nautical miles to go. We've got about probably a good 20 miles before we start our descent. The moon followed us this entire stream. Everywhere we went, the moon was showing itself, especially in the very beginning of the stream where we had that blood red orange moon looking absolutely fantastic. I took plenty of screenshots of that, so those will definitely be going up on the Instagram. Getting a little cloudy now. Looking pretty good. I'm going to start descending in just a few minutes here. Looks like our estimated time of arrival is about 20 minutes total. Very, very soon, my friends. Very soon we'll be arriving into Lisbon, Portugal. Just want to remind everybody, just tomorrow's stream is our 50 subscriber celebration long haul. We'll be going from London's Heathrow Airport to New York City's John F. Kennedy International in a JetBlue Airlines Airbus A320neo. Should be an excellent flight. Really looking forward to that one. A nice long haul for a nice Saturday morning. Hoping we can see everybody there. Really looking forward to that one, as I said. If you haven't done so already, I'm just going to ask that everybody please go ahead, hit that like button, and if you're new here and you are enjoying the stream, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We would all greatly appreciate it here in the live chat if you did. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for watching, everybody that has so far today. Really means a lot to me, as I always say. It's our 4,000 feet is where we need to go down to, so let's come over here to our autopilot and let's enter in 4,000 feet. Alright everybody, let's go ahead and start our descent now. We'll bring this into selected mode. Bring this into selected mode as well. Select 2,000 feet per minute. Bring this into selected mode as well, our speed, and lower that down to 250. Down we go, everybody. Starting our descent into the Lisbon, Portugal area. we are descending all on track here. Make sure our speed is looking good, which it is. Really want to keep track of that and just make sure that we're not going to be descending or picking up speed on our way down. Just to be safe, though, we are going to add 1 notch of speed brake. Alright, still looking good here. Let's get back into the flight deck and just make sure everything is looking normal, which it is. About to pass below 30,000 feet here in a moment. I'm going to turn back the music as well, just so we can enjoy the soothing white noise of our engines on our way into Lisbon, Portugal. The white noise of the wind hitting the airframe on our descent to Lisbon. We've got about 89 nautical miles to go, just past below 30,000 feet, as I had said. So everybody keep enjoying the views, the clouds, as we make our way into Lisbon. Thank you so much for watching. I know we only have a few people in here right now. These streams that run a little bit late on my time, you know, a lot of my viewers are overseas. Tomorrow, though, we are starting nice and early. "82 nautical miles to go." Looks like it has us coming in now in about another 15 minutes, so hang tight, everybody. How long until landing? About 14 minutes, Rhino. 14 minutes to go. Very soon. Hi Jack, how are you? Thank you for being here, my friend, just in time for our descent. Be landing in Lisbon, Portugal in about 15 minutes on the final leg of today's stream. Remember, tomorrow is our 50 subscriber long haul special, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. In an Airbus A320neo, JetBlue Airways, London's Heathrow to New York City's John F. Kennedy International. Should be a good one. I hope to see everybody there. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, Rhino. We're doing good here. Just about to pass through 22,000 feet. We still got 73 nautical miles to go. I do not make any stops. That is over the ocean, my friend. Over the Atlantic. No stops at all. Just like our last long haul. Nope, no stops in Greenland, unfortunately. Yep, this one's a long haul going all the way through. I do have some Greenland and Iceland flights planned soon, so keep a lookout for those. That'll be in a stream where those legs will be a little bit longer, so that'll be like a Saturday morning thing. You know, Saturday mornings are going to be more open to do longer flights. You know, we can do 2 legs that are 2.5 hours each or 2 hours each rather than 55 minutes. And the only reason why I say that is because, like I say, I do have a day job, so that ends at 5 o'clock for me. And I do have the luck to work from home on Mondays and Fridays, so that's where Mondays and Fridays streams come into play. And that's why they start at 5:30. But during the weekend, streams will start anywhere between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m., 12 noon. Sunday stream starts on at noon Eastern Time, and that'll be in a Norwegian Air Boeing 737-700. Found out that I'm flying on first class to Dubai on Emirates from LAX. Awesome, my friend. What's that, a 777-300? 777-300 ER? Sounds like the appropriate aircraft for that. Let us know how it goes, of course, and I hope you have a safe flight, whenever that flight is. A380. I am jealous, Jack. Consider me jealous. "63 nautical miles to go. 15 hours. Woo boy. That's a long one. You know, I've had several people come into live chat and ask me to do routes like that, but 15-hour stream, that's a long one. That's going to require some planning. I mean, I can do it, and I do plan on doing something like that in the future, but like I said, that's going to be requiring some planning for sure. Look at the moon. The moon has been following us all night long. I'll be posting some screenshots of the moon for sure. And just want to bring this up, second to last time, before we land, to please remember to hit the like button on this video. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you're new here and watching and you are enjoying the stream, please consider becoming a subscriber, or as I like to call all of you, a crew member. I would greatly appreciate it. We're currently sitting, the last time I checked, at 112 of you, crew members or subscribers. We have a goal of 150 by October the 1st. We are nearly there, so if you're new here and you're enjoying it, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications. That way you will be notified whenever I go live. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who have subscribed so far. Really greatly appreciate every single one of you. Much love to you all. Greatly appreciate it. Did I misspell it? Uh-oh. Yes, I did. Whoopsies. Thank you for pointing that out, Jack. There we go. There we go. Fixed it. Thank you for the point out again, my friend. let's check in our flight deck here, just make sure everything's looking okay. Time to open up the speed brakes to half. Start slowing us down a little bit. We got about 49 nautical miles to go. "43 nautical miles to go. We should be wheels down in about 10 minutes, everyone." What a view that is, huh? Screenshot. Alright, Jack, take care, my friend. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Remember, streams tomorrow starts at 10 a.m. and Sunday starts at 12 o'clock noon, my friend. I hope to see you there. Alright, Jack, have a good one, my friend. Have a great evening. Hey, Rhino, good to see you back, my friend. Nearly almost time for our arrival. You are coming in just in time. Wheels on the ground and 31 nautical miles, everybody. Another 8 minutes to go. Turn the game volume up a little bit. We'll try to get the butter on this one, everybody, but no promises. It might be mayo. We will try to get the butter. Alright, we will slow to 200 knots now. Flaps will come to 1. Speed brakes will get stowed. Alright, looking good. All of our landing lights are on. Everything's looking good there. We're going to come over here. We are going to get our auto brakes set to medium. There we go. We'll come down here as well. Get our speed brakes armed. We'll come up here and let the cabin crew know that we are going to be arriving any moment. There's our runway out there, visual contact. "19 nautical miles to go, everyone. Enjoy the arrival into Lisbon, Portugal." We'll bring the flaps down to 1+F, position number 2. There we go, looking good there. Keep slowing the airplane down little by little. Start our replay mode. Flaps coming to position 3. Alright, we are starting our descent towards the runway. Enjoy the arrival, everybody. This should be a good one. Flaps coming to full.
$2,500.
Okay, gear is coming down. Let's get the mayo, friends. Get the mayo. My control at 1,000 feet. So close. Mayonnaise. A little bit of extra mayo on our BLT.
$1,000.
My control.
1,000. 1,000. $500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Landing lights, huh? Even though they're on? Why does that keep happening? Mayo, exactly. What's going on with the landing lights here, man? Come on. No, I didn't have them on. They were on, dude. What? Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna argue with the simulator. But they were definitely on. I know for a fact. In fact, our landing configuration would have told us if there was a problem. No problem, Rhino. Thank you for tuning in. As always, have a great rest of your evening. Remember, tomorrow morning, stream starts at 10 a.m. my time, Eastern time. Hope to see you there, my friend. Have a great rest of your evening. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do the replay, set our parking brakes, lower our spoiler. Let's go over here and stop that really quickly and hit play on this one. This should do just fine. Get this view first.
Nice landing. I'm impressed.
What a lovely view for the first replay. Let's go ahead and get another view going here. Back us up a little bit to right here. We'll get this view as well. Back it up just a little bit more. There we go. Alright, looking good on that one. We're going to get one more view, ladies and gentlemen, before we end the stream. Thank you to everybody who came and joined me on this one. This one was especially nice. Go ahead and stop that area here. We're going to get a nice long view here of our landing. We're going to come to the front nose view of our cockpit. We'll start playing it out now. Thank you everybody that joined me. Really, really greatly appreciate every single one of you who joined me on these legs today. Enjoy this landing into Lisbon from the front nose view. Remember, tomorrow morning, morning my time, we are starting at 10 a.m. Eastern time with a long-haul flight from London's Heathrow to New York's John F. Kennedy. I hope to see everybody there. Can't wait to do that. Can't wait to do that long haul. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed so far, sitting at 112 subscribers right now out of our 150 subscriber goal by October the 1st. Thank you so much everybody for being here with me and subscribing to the channel. It means more to me than you will ever know. I hope everybody has a fantastic evening. Take care, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye bye now.